Have you ever been told you think too much? Well, let me tell you, overthinkers don't just think too much. They think too deeply. About everything. A small, offhand comment from a friend can spark a 2-hour conversation inside your head. A tiny mistake at work replays on a loop, stealing your sleep. And a simple decision, like what to eat for dinner, can feel like mental torture. It's like your brain has a mind of its own, and it's running a marathon you never signed up for. But here's the twist you might not expect. Overthinking isn't a sign of weakness. It's actually a survival brain that's stuck on overdrive. Let's talk about the brain that never, ever shuts up. Your brain, and mine, evolved to do one thing really well: scan for danger. For our early human ancestors, survival depended on constantly asking questions like, where could something go wrong? What should I prepare for? And what if I'm not safe here? This system kept them alive. The problem for overthinkers is that this system is turned up way too high. It's like the volume knob is stuck at maximum. So your mind is constantly asking modern-day survival questions. What if I said the wrong thing in that meeting? What if I fail this exam? What if something terrible happens on my way home? Your brain genuinely thinks it's protecting you by running through all these worst-case scenarios. It thinks it's helping you prepare, but in reality, it's just exhausting you, leaving you drained before the day has even really begun. This is also why small, insignificant things can feel absolutely huge. See, overthinkers don't just react to events. They react to the meaning they assign to those events. For example, a short, one-word text reply from someone doesn't just mean they're busy. To an overthinker's brain, it means they're mad at me. A neutral look from a stranger on the street doesn't mean nothing. It means I must have done something wrong. Is there something on my face? Your brain becomes a detective, connecting dots that don't even exist, creating a conspiracy where there's only coincidence. It's desperately searching for threats, for social rejection, for any sign of danger, even when there's absolutely none to be found. It's a full-time job your mind does for free. And here's a hard truth. Overthinking is often just anxiety disguised as intelligence. Your mind is very clever. It tells you, I'm not worrying, I'm just being careful, or I'm not obsessing, I'm analyzing the situation. Or my personal favorite, I'm just preparing for all possible outcomes. It sounds so logical, so productive, but most overthinking isn't problem solving. It's fear wearing a lab coat, pretending to be rational. It feels productive because your mind is active, but it doesn't lead to a solution. It just loops. The brain keeps replaying the same scenarios over and over, hoping that if it just thinks about it one more time, it will finally feel safe. But it never does. The relief never comes, because the solution isn't found in more thinking. It's found in stopping the loop itself. Have you ever wondered why overthinkers get tired all the time, even on days they haven't done much? It's because thinking burns a massive amount of energy, and constant, anxious thinking, worrying burns an incredible amount. When you're overthinking, your nervous system stays in a low-grade state of alert all day long. Your heart might be beating just a little faster. Your shoulders are probably tense up by your ears. Your breathing is a bit more shallow. Your mind is racing, jumping from one worry to the next. So even if you've been sitting at a desk all day, by the time evening comes, you feel completely wiped out. That's because your brain just ran a mental marathon. While your body was still, your mind was fighting imaginary tigers. Now, here's the cruel, almost ironic part of it all. Overthinkers are usually some of the most wonderful people. They are often more caring, more empathetic, more aware of the feelings of others, and more emotionally intelligent. They notice the little things. They remember details. They care deeply. But they also suffer more. They suffer because they feel everything so deeply and imagine everything so intensely. The very same brain that makes them so thoughtful, so compassionate, and so conscientious is the same brain that makes their own life feel heavier, more stressful, and more complicated than it needs to be. It's a double-edged sword. So if you're an overthinker, I want you to hear this loud and clear. Your brain isn't broken. It's not flawed. It is a powerful survival machine that is trying way too hard to protect you from dangers that aren't really there anymore. In the modern world, danger isn't lurking around every corner. Your mind just never got the software update. It's still running on that ancient, better safe than sorry programming. So remember, you're not weak for worrying. You're not crazy for thinking so much. You're wired for survival in a world that no longer requires constant fear. The first step to taming that brain is understanding that it's trying to help, even when it feels like your biggest enemy. Thank you for watching, and if this resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more.